Welcome back, everybody. Today we're here to talk about The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 20, titled Splinter. Very excited for this episode. This is the episode, I think, that is like the most Season 11-ish. Well, Episode 17 also was something I feel like you would see in Season 11. I mean, they did move a bunch of stuff up into the extra 6 episodes, but what I'm trying to say is that this is like pretty much a direct continuation of where the season 10 original finale, episode 16, ended. So I'm very excited for this episode. Excited to see the Commonwealth. We're going to be going through this trailer and breaking it down shot by shot. Lots of cool stuff in the trailer. Obviously, general spoiler warning in case you are not caught up with The Walking Dead. And then also, if you're a fan of the show, be sure to hit the subscribe button because we have a lot of Walking Dead content coming up. But other than that, let's get into the video. So as always, we're going to go ahead and read the synopsis before we do get into the trailer. So the synopsis, the title is Splinter, like I said. And the synopsis says, Eugene, Ezekiel, Yumiko, and Princess are captured and separated by the mysterious troopers that surrounded them at their rail yard. Claustrophobic, with mounting anxiety, Princess struggles with memories of her traumatic past and plans to escape. Alright, so yeah, like I said, sounds like a pretty good episode. Interested in that part, it says Princess struggles with memories of her traumatic past. I don't think we're going to be getting flashbacks because like none of the promo images or trailers or anything that we learned about this episode told us that we're going to be getting flashbacks. So I don't think we will. I mean, there's definitely a possibility. They've already done flashbacks with these extra 6 episodes, but I think it's just her dealing with it internally. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this trailer. So the first thing we see here is the group surrounded. You can see the group here, and then we have we have like a blurred vision, and I think this blurred vision is because you know, they keep hitting people, and we're gonna see it earlier. We'll see it later on with Princess. But yeah, basically Princess is right here. You have Yumiko in the background, and she's running towards the group and saying, "Leave her alone." But then the Commonwealth guy hits her. So these Commonwealth people are very aggressive towards the group here. Definitely, you know, not a good first impression on the group. And I think, you know, maybe some of them will be friendly, but for the most part, they're very hostile. I don't think like maybe any of the group that's out here will be friendly, but like, I mean, in general, like when they get to the Commonwealth later on, I'm sure we'll get some people who are, you know, friendly and will help them out. But for the most part, yeah, like I said, these guys are, you know, a bit rough. And for some reason, they decided to choose Princess to question. I mean, they do split up everybody. Like you can see here, they threw in Princess inside of this, you know, like the container where they're carrying everybody or transporting everybody. And then we have this scene of this guy, this Commonwealth guy, and he's questioning Princess. He says, "Tell me about your friends. Tell me why they're here." So I know Princess, and then we also have this shot, you know, where the door sort of opens up and like Princess is the only one who doesn't have the hood over her, or like the bag over her head. And when they released that earlier, you know, there was speculation about is Princess gonna, you know, turn on, you know, the group because they just met them. I think it's a coincidence for the show, like in terms of character. You know, I don't think they know Princess is, you know, like new to this group. I think they just, you know, randomly chose her. But I don't think it's a coincidence in terms of the writing, because that is something that is questionable. Like, is Princess gonna save herself? Is she gonna save, you know, the people she just met? But then also, you know, I think the Commonwealth could potentially be questioning like all of the group. You know, that could be something we see also. But I don't think Princess is gonna say anything, you know, to hurt the group. We'll see more Princess throughout the trailer, and she seems like she wants to help the group. So I don't think she's gonna, you know, say anything to them. I mean, the questions are pretty, you know, like the guy just says like, "Tell me about your friends and tell me why they're here." So there's nothing really that she could say anyways. But you know, the trailer kind of sets it up, you know, that they're in danger, and they may be in danger, you know, with the bags over their heads, and they have guns and all that kind of stuff, but we'll see. And yeah, like I said, the Commonwealth, they're being really rough on the group. Like we have this scene of the person who was questioning Princess. He actually hits her and she falls down. Then we get that blurry vision thing. So that's from them like hitting the group. So yeah, like I said, they're being rough, and I think what's happening here is probably Princess isn't giving him answers, or he's testing her, thinking that she's lying or something, and that's why they get aggressive. And then we cut to Princess looking through the wood, like a little opening inside of the transportation that they're in. And I think they're all in different ones and they want to escape. Like we can see Princess here. I think she breaks through and she's trying to get into the other ones to help out other people. Like here, she's talking to Eugene, and she's saying, "I gotta find Yumiko. I think she's hurt bad." So we saw Yumiko get hurt in the beginning, and she's talking to Eugene here. And Eugene says there's no room for miscalculation. So I think Princess probably wants to fight back. Eugene maybe wants to take it slow, because again, it's 4 against, like, I don't know how many they have, but they have a lot of people, dozens maybe. But they will fight back, and we'll see that in a little bit in the trailer with King Ezekiel. But the Commonwealth, I think, are more concerned about who these people are. That's why they were questioning Princess, because the Commonwealth, if you don't know, I'm not going to talk too much about the comics, but the Commonwealth are a huge community. I mean, I wouldn't even call them a community. I would probably call them like a civilization. They have tens and tens and tens of thousands of people there, kind of similar to the CRM that we've seen in the world beyond. But I think the CRM isn't like a whole other level, because apparently they had like 200,000 people, if I remember correctly. But that's like a whole other conversation. Like, do the Commonwealth know the CRM? Like, what's going on with that? But the point is, they're both humongous groups, the biggest groups we've seen so far. But they're different groups, because the CRM doesn't really exist in the comics, so the Commonwealth does. And they are the biggest group that's ever been in the comics. So I think they're just more concerned about, like, what's going on with these people in these other communities. I'm also curious to see what's going to happen with the group back home, in Alexandria. How are they going to figure out where Eugene and them are? Will the Commonwealth get answers and go visit them? Because I don't think the group will escape and go back to Alexandria. I think they're probably from here. They'll go to the Commonwealth base, which we'll see in season 11. But it just depends on how the other group will find out about them. At first, I was thinking that Maggie would know about the Commonwealth. But the more I think about it, I guess Maggie doesn't really know about the Commonwealth. I guess what she and Georgie were doing were totally different, which for me was quite a shock, because I always assumed that they were the Commonwealth or connected to the Commonwealth in some way. And maybe they are, we don't know. But it just didn't look like that anymore after we learned what Maggie was doing when she was talking to Daryl in episode 17. So I think the Commonwealth will get answers and go after Alexandria. And then we go back to Princess, so it looks like she goes back to her, container. And then Ezekiel escapes. So Ezekiel's on top of the roof. And then we have this scene of him actually like knocking down somebody with the Commonwealth, and he takes their weapon, and you can see that he's pointing the gun at them. So they definitely do fight back. We also have this scene of Princess trying to hide from this Commonwealth person. So this sequence actually looks really interesting to me. Like Princess trying to sneak around the Commonwealth, them trying to fight back. And I think they're trying to do it as quietly as possible, given that scene where she's hiding from that person who's like, being a guard. So I feel like, this could make for some really great scenes, a lot of tension-filled scenes. So I'm excited for that. And then we have this scene, and like I said, they're going to be fighting back. Like Princess is running towards someone or something. She's doing like a full-blown, Tom Cruise run here or something, like she's running at full speed. She has a gun with her. So, it looks like they are going to be a bit successful in fighting back. I don't know how successful, because the Commonwealth, like I said, they have dozens of people with them. But I think they're going to attempt to fight back. Ezekiel does say something really interesting here. He says at the end, he's talking to Princess and says, "We need a plan. We don't know these people, and we can't trust what we don't know." So the part where he says that we need a plan, obviously that's right. But when he says like we can't trust what we don't know, that was interesting to me, because is somebody suggesting to Ezekiel that they trust the Commonwealth? I mean, based on the trailer, it doesn't seem like Princess is trusting the Commonwealth, or maybe Eugene is trusting them. I don't know, but the way he says that, it's like someone told him, "Hey, we should trust the Commonwealth," and he's like, we don't know these people we can't trust what we don't know. So that's what I'm kind of thinking. And I think, they are trying to escape rather than fight back. That's probably their main goal. Because like I said earlier, I think, they just want to take them back to the community. And, they don't want to go there. They want to go back home with their people. So I think they're going to try and escape. I don't think they'll be successful. I think, we will see them go to the Commonwealth base, and that'll lead into season 11. But you guys let me know what you think. But I'm very excited to see the Commonwealth. We've been waiting for this for a long time. And this episode seems to be like, the most season 11 episode we have, since it is a direct continuation of the original finale. So I'm excited for it. But that was a trailer, so I'm going to leave it off there. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Let me know your thoughts and opinions and your theories in the comments down below. What do you think is going to happen in this episode? Let me know what you think about the Commonwealth. But again, I'm going to wrap it up there. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating. And again, if you're a fan of The Walking Dead, be sure to hit the subscribe button because we have a lot of Walking Dead content coming up. But other than that, as always, thanks for watching. Please take care, and I'll see you guys soon.